Hi, it's me again, and I got some new toys. I've had these for a bit. I restored all of them. I looked at them all, but today we're only going to go over the two of the four, which are, give me these Milwaukee magnums. They're corded. These little turds. These things are cool. Why are they so cool? They're old. They're like the older style, and they've been beat the crap out in the field. What I mean the field is they came from my dad's work, and he does metal working and whatnot, like putting up the I-beams of the frame of the building, the skeleton of the building, you can call it. And so these came back from the field. These two and the other two, which will be in part 2. This is part 1 of the Milwaukee Magnums. And there'll be a part 2 of the other one. But these things, we found them in a Connex, right? Or for you normal people, a shipping container that was on their, I don't know what you want to call it, their property. Whatever. They were there, and they're like, we're not going to use these. They're basically junk. That's why they're sitting there. And these are all rusted up, corroded, crappy beyond crap. Dad's the foreman there, so it doesn't really matter. But so I was looking at these. I got this one first. And this is my first one. This is the one that actually sounds healthy. And what I mean by that is, these things sound terrible. Like, they're the absolute most worst tool I've ever heard. But this is the one I have first. Cleaned up the chuck, took the aluminum housing off here, looked at the gearbox and whatnot, and all the grease. There's a lot of grease. Milwaukee isn't cheap out on grease, I can tell you that. But Dad's thoughts were that would sound better as scrap. Or it'd be better as scrap because of how it sounds. It's variable speed. I have no clue how old it is, but it's just beating the living daylights out of. Like, and you're going to get a kick of the other one, how this one sounds. Sounds pretty okay. Dad thought it sounded terrible. I was like, okay, I can understand that. Then we ended up going back and picking up the second one. And the first thing you gotta do is, before you actually start working on them, is make sure it actually works when it's plugged in. This one sounds horrible. Like there's some gears loose or something in it. I have no clue what's wrong with it. Oh, she fired up right away. Sounds like there's gears grinding against each other, and it's not a healthy thing. That's probably the worst one of them. Like this thing is so. sounds like that, that's pretty, it's pretty much junk right there. But I figured, hey, I'll keep one of these. Because you never know, and you might need, like, long-lasting power instead of just a battery. And so, I'm apparently going to keep one of them. This one's only held together by 2 screws. No, actually, it's only held together by 1 screw because the other one is stripped. So it's basically kind of hanging in there. This one has all 3 screws. That's the... Yeah, these things, they are pretty cool though. Like, brand new, I think it is. Brand new, these things go over like, what, $200 I think it is? Like I said, they're corded. So, they didn't come with handles. I tried finding handles, but it takes a 7/16. Bolt, so I guess that's something. But the thing is, they didn't come with chuck keys either. So what I like to do is I like to put it in the vise and then turn it one way and use the vise grips and whatnot to, or the huge channel lock. Turn them and get a bit in there. Also came with a free 1/4-inch bit too. One of the black oxide ones. But that's all to them. They sound terrible. That's the funny thing. Oh wait, forgot. It usually works. It's plugged in, isn't it? Usually I have to beat it a few times for it to actually work. Unplug it, plug her back in. There we go. Oh no, that did not, oh god. That sounded like something locked up and stopped. I felt it. I'd be surprised if this thing turns back on. Usually it helps if you beat it. I'm concerned for the life of this thing now. Oh, good googly moogly. This is not going to go well, is it? Plug her back in. It's not turning back on. Why is it not turning back on? We're plugged in. It's plugged into the wall. See, when I take this one, oh shoot. See, when I take this one over here, plug this one in, this one's fine. But this one refuses, I guess. It literally sounded like gears were getting crunched up, then it just stopped. Which you'll have to make a part 2 of tearing this one apart and see if it... because it's not working. Yeah, that did not go to plan one bit. The other one works. I know the other one works. I took it apart. I've looked at it. I didn't go too much in depth in that one. So this is part 1 of looking at the Milwaukee Magnums, and part 2 will be me tearing it apart and looking at it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in part 2.